Hello, everyone. I pray your day is going well. This message right here is for someone, I don't know, it just seems like and it felt like you wanting to give up. You want to throw in a towel. And God is saying, don't tap out. Don't give up so quickly. Don't give up so easy. And when I begin to listen to him as he began to pour into my spirit, as a reminder to tell whoever this is for of not giving up, a song came to me as I had listened to it earlier. And so I want to play it for a little bit. And then I am going to go into what God wants me to talk about. And hopefully that this will truly bless your spirit in not wanting to give up. Just know what is taking place right now. It is helping you to be elevated to where you need to be. And sometimes the things that take place, it makes us uncomfortable. And God has to change up things to make us feel uncomfortable. Because if we're comfortable, we won't move in a certain particular direction or a particular location or whatever. But the point is, we have to be touched in a way to make us uncomfortable to move out of a situation that we shouldn't be in or a situation that we put ourselves in. Let me play this. And now hopefully, like I said, this message really bless your spirit. That's all God wants you to do. Just wait a little longer, and wait on them. Yes, so that's I really wanted to share that little piece of music because it really blessed my spirit. But he also wanted me to come from the scripture, which is Isaiah chapter 40, verse 31. And it says, "But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint." And you may ask, what is that? What do you mean of, waiting? And not only waiting, but also in the process of renewing my strength. Like, what do you mean? What is it that I'm supposed to do? You don't understand. I am, dealing with some things, and, I'm in a situation where I have to make a decision. And this is where your faith is being built, because you are in a situation where you have to make a decision. But you don't want to make a decision on something that is temporary, where the decision that has been made become permanent. And as I was reading this, and the other part of this that comes from that scripture kind of breaks down a little bit more information. And it says, what does it mean to hope in the Lord? The word hope implies both trust and patience. Trust involves confidence in God's power to deliver, and faith that will keep his promise. Hoping in the Lord also implies the patience to wait for God's promise to be fulfilled. And see, a lot of times we tend to move ahead of God. We tend to do things when God has told us to not move yet. Because God knows the decision and a choice that we make, whether if it's going to be a permanent decision or not, on a temporary circumstance. And so what God said on today is, whatever you are facing, trust he's going to bring you out. But in the meantime, stay in prayer. In the meantime, continue to communicate with him, because he will continue to give you what you need, far as whether if it's a word or a revelation, whatever the case may be, he wants to give you that part of information, so then that way you won't make a permanent decision on a temporary situation. You know, I think even with myself, there were times where I actually made a decision without waiting and trusting God. You know, I can go down memory lane on so many different occasions. But what I have learned is that making a decision on something that is temporary can really affect you on something that God had for you or have for us permanently. And it comes with consequences when you make decision out of will of God. You know, even though sometimes we feel like we know the best interest in ourselves, then versus what God knows and what God feels. But at the end, it comes with a price. And that's why it's so important to really trust God, really hear him out, really consult with him before making any form of move. That goes from buying a house, getting a car, the person you're going to marry, school, job. Like, you want to consult with God first before making that move. Because sometimes the feelings and emotions that we have can be tricky. So God could be saying one thing, but our feeling and emotions are saying another. And then you making a move off your emotions. That's why it's important that in this season, as going forward, that you don't react off your feelings and emotions, because those things right there, which is the feeling and emotion, can cause you to miss out on some things. You know, prime example, say you in a store and someone walk past you, bump you with with the buggy, and you flip off and go off. Well, you just missed the opportunity of being able to minister to that person. See, the enemy has so many different tricks in doing things a certain particular way, so that way God's message won't get forth, or even what God's trying to do in your life won't come to pass as quickly as we would like them. Because that moment of going off on someone, then taking a breather, you miss the opportunity of growth. You know what? It's okay. You know, it was an accident. And then when saying that, you don't know what that individual can be going through. And they give you the opportunity to minister to them. See, you ask, what is my gift? But you're not allowing yourself to be worked at to figure out what that gift is if you're quickly to react off your feelings and emotions. So what I'm saying is, as you wait on God for your answer, wait on God to do what the things that he has already told you that he was going to do, then find yourself in other things that will help you while wait, which is stand in prayer, talking to God, communicating with those that have a relationship with God that can even pour into you. You know, there's so many other things that you can do positively while waiting. And then while waiting, then that's when God begins to soar you up. You begin to experience things that you have desired, or even unexpectedly in a positive way. But the main point is, wait on the Lord. Wait on him. You know, nobody likes pain. I have mentioned that before, even myself. I don't like pain, but at the same time, that pain teaches us something. Even when you hit your foot on the door, like that pain teaches you something. Pay attention. Watch where you going. Driving in a car, you bump somebody in the back, not paying attention. I mean, like, there's so many different things that you can pull from pain to break down of its purpose behind it. But in order to know that, you got to want to know and learn from that, other than always trying to push away from everything. Because God knows exactly what we need to get us where we need to go. You hear what I'm saying? So just be patient. Trust the process. Wait on God. His words already said it. Do I need to read it again? Let me read it again because I don't think you understand. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. While you hoping and you're waiting, your strength is being built. They will soar on wings like eagle. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. God said it himself. And I'm a testimony to that because I have experience where, once again, I said I have so many different experiences. But even when I were in my marriage and having to wait before God released me. See, to other people feel like, oh, you could have got out, you could have did this, you could have did that. But I have to wait on the Lord because God's timing is his timing. But in the midst of his timing, to keep me from getting frustrated and getting upset and causing more frustration on myself, I had to continue to stay in God's presence. And when I got out of it, I have gained so much wisdom from that while being patient and waiting, and also being allowing myself to be involved in something that God did not tell me to do. So all I'm saying is wait on it. Don't give up. Don't give out. Don't give in. Trust what God is doing and let him continue to minister to you. If you feel like, hey, I'm not hearing from God, reach out to someone that you can talk to, a prayer partner, someone. You know, God can use so many different people to give you word, but the most important thing is, while I'm saying God can use so many different people to get his message across, you have to be careful who it is that you're listening to as well. Because you have some people who just give you information just because they don't want to see you hurt. But you want to hear authentically from God what it is that he is saying. And the main thing is being connected to the right source. And if you don't know this source, keep praying, keep praying, keep praying, and God will reveal it to you. So this is the end of this. I just wanted to encourage someone. I don't know who feeling like they want to give up or tap out, but God said, don't do it. Don't do it. Run and see what the end is going to be. It's such a greater reward when you wait. It's such a greater reward when you hang in there. As I have shared my testimony about commit suicide, I'm glad I didn't because God began to show me so much. I was about to tap out. Then that small, still voice woke me up, made me realize what it is that I was doing, made me want to turn my life around. And when I did that, I am so glad I did it. And many of us, we can share so many different testimonies about how we were in certain places, but we are so glad that we didn't tap out and allow ourselves to, get to a point to where we didn't move away from God so deeply. But I'm telling you, man, God is so good. Like, just sitting here thinking about all the things that God has done in my life and even seeing the prayers that has taken place, even though some of them took 10 years, God still did it. He said he was going to do it. He didn't put a time on it. He said he was going to do it. And the whole point was I wanted to see it happen. And God did it. And I thank God for it. Well, anyway, y'all have a great day. May God continue to bless you. I pray that God give you traveling grace wherever you are going and back to your destination. And be blessed. Keep trusting God. Hold on to your faith. Like his word says, all it takes is faith of the size of a mustard seed, and it can move mountains. You have that faith, God can do whatever it is that you're asking him. But it depends on your faith. Depend on your faith. Have a great day. As Jesus Christ loves you, I love you too.